Hi guys, my name is Rachel Garcia, and I'm going to be sharing some information with you tonight that could totally change your life. It changed my life, my husband's life, and my boy's life when we looked at this back in 2008. I'm a physician assistant. I've been practicing medicine in the state of Florida for 17 years. I've cut more cancers than I care to talk about out of people and written thousands of prescriptions while I have been practicing as a physician assistant. In 2008, my husband owned his own construction company. He's a general contractor. I also owned a retail store with a location in Ponte Vedra Beach and had employees. And in addition to that, I worked 12-hour days seeing patients and had 2 small babies at home. So we were very, very busy. My brothers asked me to look at this, and after taking a look, we knew right away that we wanted to get involved with this company. And I think you'll know right away whether or not this is for you. So my goal tonight is to share information with you enough that you can make an educated decision about whether or not you want to learn more about this company that we call PURE. PURE stands for People United Reaching Everyone. We really believe everybody deserves to have this information that I'm sharing with you tonight. There's 3 groups of people in my experience that are attracted to what we have here. One group are very interested in their health. Either they're already taking care of their health and they buy the best of the best and they're constantly trying to make sure that, you know, they're putting the right nutrition in their body and their family's bodies, or not taking care of your health at all and you're concerned about that. Maybe you're on prescription medications you don't want to be on. Maybe your kids are on allergy meds or ADHD medications that you don't really like the feeling of being on those meds, and you're looking, or you don't really even know what to do. But you know, if you don't make a change, then in 5 years, you're just going to be 5 years older and it's not going to be any better. That group is very attracted to what we have here. The second group of people are looking for an additional income stream. I hate to tell you, but the statistics show that a large majority of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. They don't have retirement saved. They don't know what will happen if an emergency occurs. They're not prepared. You know that most millionaires have multiple streams of income. I'm here to show you a very simple way to work part-time from home to create a full-time residual income. That's what my husband and I have not only been able to do for ourselves, which we did not even believe possible when we first saw this, but we've helped loads of people do the exact same thing. People are quitting their jobs on my team monthly because of the income and the checks that they're getting every single week. And the third group of people are interested in the stock market. They invest in the stock market. They're always looking for tips on what stocks to invest in. And I'm here to tell you that one of our owner investors is Phil Knight. He was the original founder of the largest shoe company in the world. And since he's come on board, they've decided that we're planning to go public in the next 2 to 3 years. And you have the opportunity to have ownership as well, shares in the company that will turn into stock when we go public. What attracted me to the company was that this plant-based system was utilized in a clinical practice with patients for 30 years. Seeing 50 to 60 patients a day, I knew how many patients were seen, how many patients were put on the system in that 30-year time period. There was a 3-year waiting list for people to get into the clinic. That caught my attention. I saw this as an easy way to get good nutrition in my family's body. We were juicing. I was researching all the different kinds of greens and all the different kinds of calcium. And I thought, you know what? I can't out-research 30 years of usage with patients. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences. I really know how to research. They decided to start this company in 2008 because of the demand, because there was a 3-year waiting list for people to get on this system. And that's why they started the company. But they decided, rather than use our funds for a marketing fund and do billboards and commercials and radio ads, they're going to use word of mouth. Word of mouth just works best anyways. And that's how you're finding out about this. Somebody that I told somebody, and now they're telling you. And whoever it is that shared this with you, I can assure you, they are very excited about this company and they feel convicted, as I did when I started sharing this, that shame on me if I don't share this with the people in my life. What is it? What is it that I got started with in 2008? This is an online membership club. That's what I did in 2008. I got a membership in an online health and wellness company. It's kind of like Amazon, although I don't think I had a membership in Amazon back in 2008. I don't think I even knew about it back then, but that's what this is. It's an online membership club. And I really believe that within the next 10 years, you guys, this will be the place to go to for the best of the best quality nutrition online shopping that you can possibly buy. And I believe that everyone in our country will know about it. Currently, there's about 40,000 people in the U.S. who know about it. Most of them are in the Texas, Kansas, Missouri areas. But this is totally your health and nutrition answers all with one click of a button. I was tired of driving across town to the health food store. I was tired of researching every study that came out. Right when I thought I'd figured out the calcium magnesium combination and how important a plant-based calcium was, bam, another study would come out. And so I saw this as an easy way to get good nutrition in my family. I did not expect the results to be real. Within days of getting started with this, my mind stopped racing at night. I started sleeping through the night for the first time in my adult life. My son's constipation issues totally resolved in days. A 3-year-old with horrible constipation issues, it's actually quite a problem here in the US, and I tried every natural thing you can imagine. To have that issue disappear was life-changing for him. My husband struggled with severe depression, and that totally disappeared about 3 weeks in. That was marriage saving. I went on to lose 35 pounds in 3 months. I was not going to the gym. I don't recommend not going to the gym, but I was not going to the gym. So to drop from a size 14 to a size 8 without even trying, that was fabulous. People say all the time, did you change what you ate? No, I did not. I just added the good stuff in. And I believe our bodies are starving for good nutrition. When you put the good stuff in, the cravings go away, and all of a sudden your body's getting fed. The 3rd month in, my nephew, who had been diagnosed with severe autism, we were told he would never speak. We were told he would never have anything more than the mind of a 3-year-old. He went from nonverbal to full communication. And that was the moment when I decided, shame on me if I don't share this with others. People ask all the time what makes Pure different. Well, I will tell you, I'm a healthcare provider. I saw 60 patients a day. People tried to sell me their makeup and their jewelry and their candles and their bags and their weight loss shakes every day. Every day. What caught my attention about this was the 30 years it was used in a clinical practice. This is not lipstick, you guys. This is not jewelry. I'm a healthcare provider. My kids are in the other room. I'm taking time away from them because I'm all about changing people's lives. I'm not here to sell you makeup, bags, and candles. That's not what I'm here for. Now, if you're a business-minded person, you should be thinking right now, this is, if we're going to get started in a business, who is the demographic that we're approaching? Is it just for the women? Is it just for the women? No, actually, this is for the men and the women and the children and the grandparents and the dogs and cats in a house. 100% of the demographic. That's a business. It's consumable. It's not something that you will just buy one time. In fact, on my team, I pulled reports a couple of months ago. We have an 85% retention rate. That's a big deal. You guys, we don't even buy toilet paper in this house consistently from the same brand every month. To have 85% retention on this team is a very big deal. I believe it's because I'm big into educating on what we actually have and the importance of what you're putting in your body and eliminating, and Pure helps us do all of that. It is consumable. And when you have an 85% retention rate, people continue to come back and purchase over and over and over again. And you guys, that's a very different business than what a lot of us have seen people doing out there, constantly with their elevator pitches and trying to pick people up everywhere they go. This is, people just get on board and they just continue to purchase. And why do they do that? Because our products are amazing. I told you within days I saw results. And it was shocking to me because, I mean, how many of us see results when we take our calcium? Can you tell when you take your calcium? Can you tell when you take your multivitamin? No, we can't. The reason we have such a high retention rate is because our system works. It's a plant-based, non-GMO, chemical-free system, all based on food that revolves around a centuries-old philosophy. You've got to cleanse your body of the toxins. We cleanse the oil out of our car every 3 months. But we think we're going to make it in this thing our whole life without cleansing it. You might be thinking, oh, I go to the bathroom once a day. No, that's not enough. We have 7 channels that we eliminate through. Your lungs are an eliminatory organ. Your liver, your intestines, your skin, your kidneys, your liver. These are your lymph system. These are all cleansing organs. And we have a plant-based system that cleanses all the junk out. You might be thinking, I don't need to cleanse. I juice every day. Well, good for you. But my mom owns an organic farm, and the farm next to hers is not organic. And there are chemicals, pesticides, and herbicides getting on her food that, although she's organic, are coming from next door. I can assure you that's happening with whatever you're buying. I was just reading today about how, I was reading a study today that over 80% of the rice out there has arsenic in it. Arsenic in it. How do you get that out of your body? Have you ever drank out of a plastic water bottle? Have you ever put your food in Ziploc bags? Have you ever put saran wrap on your food? How are you going to get those nanoparticles out of your body? You've got to cleanse it out. And once we cleanse it out, now we're like ready to absorb good stuff. Okay, you got to get balance. That's our second centuries old pillar of health. Got to balance your hormone levels naturally with food. You don't need pills to balance out your thyroid. You don't need pills to balance out your adrenal glands. You can naturally balance it with food and superfruits from all over the world. Balance out your pH. Enough studies have been done showing that disease and infection thrive in an acidic environment and do not thrive in an alkaline environment. You should be wondering, how do I get alkaline? You got to put more plants in your body than you do meats, sugar, dairy, coffee. Coffee makes you really acidic. You've got to put more plants in, and it's difficult to do. I know about being alkaline. This is one of the boxes that caught my attention when the company was teaching, because I thought, how do they know about being alkaline? Nobody talks about this. How do they know about the importance of detoxing? Like, this is stuff I'd been studying after my nephew was diagnosed with autism. This is real stuff. And so I knew they knew what they were talking about. All of our stuff is plant-based. It's alkaline. It helps you get alkaline. Then you got to build your cells up with good nutrition. And a lot of people want to just take that cheap multivitamin from the drugstore or give their kids the gummy vitamins. You guys, it's not good. Your body's an amazing machine. It needs vitamins A, D, E, K, magnesium, calcium, potassium, sulfur. Can go on and on. Omega-3s in the form of food. We have all those bases covered here. The best of the best plant-based omega-3s you can find. Have you ever heard of noni? The power of noni is a digestive bitter. Our noni is 100% noni. It's not mixed with pear juice or apple juice to make it taste good. It's a digestive bitter. Do you struggle with reflux? You're going to love our noni. Do you struggle with libido? Do you struggle with diabetes? You're going to love our goji. Do you struggle with depression? The studies on goji, it's been used in the Himalayan mountains for thousands of years as a natural antidepressant. We have the best matcha vegan protein on the planet, and I've tried them all. They all taste like chalk. Ours is amazing. The best calcium, plant-based calcium magnesium mix you can find. I could go on and on. Organic sulfur for decreasing inflammation with asthma and allergies and joint pain. I'm not making claims about what can happen with you. I'm just telling you, your body is in need of things that are not in our soils anymore. And you don't have to look very hard to find 3 massive agricultural studies showing the extreme depletion of nutrition in our soils. We are not eating what our grandparents ate, and we need to do better. If we don't, our kids, this is the first generation of children that are not expected to outlive their parents. That's a scary statistic. We have a whole wellness advisory board made up of medical doctors as well as a pharmacist. 5 of our products are in the physician's desk reference. That's what I use to write prescriptions. This is a pretty big deal right here. Okay, extremely validating. My first 3 years in the business, all I did was study. I wanted to study the products. I wanted to know, why do people get off cholesterol and blood pressure medications? Why do they get off their allergy meds and their antidepressants? How does that happen? So everything that I researched, it's here, purelifechangers.com. We also have a ton of real stories. You can watch those as well. If you're skeptical, just listen to real people talking about what it is that they've experienced. This is simple, you guys. We're not asking you to open up a store and store things in your garage and sell to people. All we ask, number one, if you're interested in what we have here, get a membership and get some products. If you're interested in either the additional income or you're interested in the shares, then you're going to want to get the same thing. You get a membership, but you're going to be very interested in one of our share packages and learning how very, very easily a business can be built. I was interested in building after my nephew started speaking because I felt convicted. I thought, I have to share this with others. I told my CPA about my nephew, and he was the one who encouraged me in literally focusing on the business here. Now, we're business-minded people. I was looking at opening a laundromat. I was looking at buying a car wash. I was looking at buying vending machines. I was always bringing these ideas to my financial guy. When he said, Rachel, you've got to focus on this as a business, I was blown away. Because to me, this was too cheap to be a business. I thought, there's no way this is a business. But what I learned was how easy it was to duplicate with others. All we do here is show people a presentation, either recording or live. That's all we do. And right away, they know whether they're interested or not. We share about the products with them. And then if they have questions, we connect them to someone who can answer the questions. Whoever invited you to watch this, they're not answering your questions right now. They didn't go through a presentation. They just asked you to watch this. And then they're going to connect you back to someone they're working closely with who can answer their questions. We're not here to twist your arm or to talk you into it. I've been doing this 9 years. I have learned that that does not work. That backfires. You know, we want you to know that you're supposed to be here. And I believe people are marked. There are people that are meant to be in this business, that are meant to find out about this. And you already know whether or not that's you. That first year, when my CPA encouraged me to share this with others, I had no time. I told you my schedule, 7 to 7 seeing patients. I ran a retail store. I had babies at home, my husband, his business. So all I did was make one phone call a day, 5 days a week. I called someone and invited them to take a look at this presentation. The first year I made $100,000 from that 30-minute-a-day phone call. You guys, we had 4 streams of income that year, and this was the easiest money that I'd ever made. And then I started researching, how do you make money here? There is no cap. You can make whatever you want. Now, it took my husband and I 8 years to hit the rank of Black Diamond in this company. That's the estimated annual income at that rank. There are people who've joined this company and in their first 7 months have hit Black Diamond. We actually have about 7 couples right now who've hit Black Diamond in between 3 to 7 months in this company. Why? Because the timing is right now. Have you ever, you didn't want to be the first McDonald's franchisee owner or whatever that happened. When that what happened way back when, it was a mess, I'm sure. Now the system's so easy. They've got high schoolers as managers. Now is the time to join. To find a company that less than 100,000 people know about, have someone like Phil Knight as an owner, and yet we've already done over 100 million in sales is a pretty big deal. There's no cap to what you can earn here. You don't have to do this 30 minutes a day like I did. I've had people join my team who said, forget that, I'm doing it 8 hours a day if there's no cap. How much can I make? You can do whatever you want to do here, and residual income will start to pour in. Justin Bieber makes residual income from songs he did when he was 14. Actors make money from movies and shows they did years ago. But then we've got real estate market. That's another way to make residual income. Well, my husband and I were heavily invested in real estate in the past. And in 2008, we almost lost our butts. It's very scary. You don't want to be investing in real estate if you don't have a lot of money or you're not a big risk taker. This is a very, very good way to build a residual income stream. And people like Richard Branson teach that, number one, everyone should have a small business on the side for tax deduction purposes. Your investment here, your monthly overhead here, it's all a write-off. Tony Robbins teaches on the brilliance of this business model because of the low investment, the low overhead, the zero risk, and the ability to have someone like me building a business for you while you're off at work, while you're off at your kids' games. Warren Buffett says it's the best investment he's ever made. Why do people like that say this business is so brilliant? I'm going to tell you, be very careful who you take business advice from. Lots of broke people have lots of opinions on this business model, and I used to listen to them. But then I got smart, and I started thinking, I wouldn't take medical advice from someone who is not a medical doctor, who has not passed any boards or exams. Why would I take advice on making money from someone who lives paycheck to paycheck? Now I don't do that anymore. I started reading books and listening to podcasts and lectures by millionaires and billionaires, and I learned that this business model is brilliant. People say, well, isn't it a pyramid? Well, I'm sorry, what do you mean by that? You know, where the person at the top makes the most money, that's corporate America. Corporate America is a pyramid. That's where the boss, whoever your boss is, makes more money than you, and the janitors can't make as much money as you. That's a pyramid. If anything, this is more like an inverse pyramid. You've got you down here at the bottom. All right, and let's say that you watch this tonight, you decide to get involved with one of our share packages, you show the presentation to your sister and your neighbor tonight, you connect them to me afterwards with questions, and then let's say you go on a cruise in 2 days. Well, smart thing was you connected these people with me, because I'm going to teach them how to build a business. And as they're sharing, and all they do is share the presentation, as they're sharing the presentation with others, I'm working with them while you're on your cruise. And what happens is when you get back, there's a big check waiting for you in the mail, because all of these people, whether they just came in with a membership and ordered some products, or whether they got a share package and wanted to build a business, you get paid on every order placed forever to infinity. And you're just building 2 teams. Do you guys know, I have so many people on my team that are making $1,000 per week because they said to me, Rachel, I don't have a lot of time, but I do know 2 people. Do you know 2 people you could bring to us? Because what will happen is if I go work with those 2 people and they share it with a few, it's almost like we're placing vending machines on your team. And remember what I said, they don't purchase once, over and over and over again. This goes on to infinity. Do you have a plan to make residual income? What is your plan? This is a great one. And it can grow fast. You know, if you take 1 penny and double it every day for 30 days, it'll turn into $5 million in 30 days. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? The time is now. You didn't want to get in when we got in. Okay, there's shares on the table now. They put the shares on the table in February of 2017, and I'm here to tell you they're almost gone. Now, when you get those shares, you're going to sit on them. The way that you hold them is $125 a month. That's your overhead in this business. To get a weekly check and to hold on to your shares, $125 a month is all they ask of you. And when we go public, those shares will turn into stock. Now, you can hold them until they split, which is what a lot of people do. You can sell them on E-Trade. You can do whatever you want to do with them at that point. But you guys, now is the time. This is how I recommend you get started. Get a membership for $25. Military and students are free. That gives you access to the products at 25% off. Set up your monthly overhead. That's $125 a month of product. 20% of every single one of your orders goes into a frequent flyer program for you that you can cash in on later. That's an amazing cashback program. And then you get to place your first order. Okay, now you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. But I always say to people, people think that getting products and getting the share packages are two different things. It's one and the same. You have the opportunity to get shares in this company and products and a business all at the same time. So you can get a 10 share package or a 30 share package. I recommend the 30 share package because there's a ton of benefits. You get 30 founding shares. You get free enrollment, free shipping, but guess what? Those 30 shares can now exponentially increase because you're bonus qualified. If you share this with your sister and she comes in with a 30 share package as well, you're going to get a matching 30 shares and a $250 share bonus because she came in with that 30 share package and you're bonus qualified. If she gets if you get the 10 share package, you personally get the 10 share package, show the video to your sister, she gets a 30 share package, you don't get the matching shares. You don't get the $250, it skips you and goes to the person above you. This is the big pack. $1,899 worth of products that you and your family are going to consume. This is $2,600 worth of products for $1,899. I got this package when I started. I didn't have videos walking me through how great it was. I'm a discount shopper. That's why I got this one. It's a one-time purchase, you guys. You get the 30 shares and you're set up to earn additional shares. This is a smaller package, $6.99. It's great, the Be Healthy package, but if you're going to tell anybody, just know you're going to miss out on the matching shares. I recommend if you're ready to get started, go to livepure.com, click the join button, ask your friend for their business ID, text them right now what's your business ID because it'll ask you for it. The company's way of saying thank you so much for sharing it with somebody. They're going to give them a commission back for recommending this. It wouldn't be great if movie places did that and restaurants did that. They don't, but this company does. Go choose to be an IBO, an independent business owner. Don't choose a membership. Members don't get shares or money. So you want to make sure you get checks. And on the last page, you go shopping. It's very, very simple. I always end with this picture. My boys are now 10 and 13. This company has given us a life that we never dreamed we could have as two professionals. We've traveled the world, but more importantly to me, we've traveled the world with our friends who've joined us in this business. I'm helping people quit their jobs. I'm helping people throw their prescription medications away, and I will do that for you and your friends. My husband is going to jump on for a minute and share his story and why he believes this is real. We have 1 minute.
Hey guys, just want to let you know that this business is real and is a very powerful business model. I've been in construction for now 30 years. I've been a business owner for construction companies for 12, and I can tell you what, construction is not easy. Competition and everybody's trying to put you down because of the competitive market. In this type of business, you have people bringing you up from the bottom and making you successful. The only thing that you need is hard work ethic to make you successful. There's no really any barrier to keep it from winning in this game, because at the end of the day, you have the tools available, you have the leadership here, and believe me, we have an incredible leadership behind not just immediately from us, but I mean, we got the best CEO in the company, Darren Hogue. I mean, there's no one like him, and he's gonna take this company to $1 billion by year 2020. So I just want to let you know that you're in good hands. That this with the products that we have, they're so amazing that people are going to be intrigued and they just want to do the business because the results that they're going to get from consuming these products, they're life changing, and the money's going to keep rolling because the testimonies and things you're going to witness from consuming these products are just going to seal the deal.
So guys, we hope you choose to join our team. Get back to the person who invited you. We're here to help you build. Take care and have a good night. Bye-bye.